fire, there was more fire, there was fun fire, there was not fun fire, there was godly fire, there was surprise fire. Lots of fire.
Yep. There was Brina hanging off Idea's arm to get her to stop volunteering to hold the scary sword. No, no, like I have this image in my head of Brina like literally just hanging on her arm and like picking up her feet using all of her body weight to try and get Idea to put her arm down. But because she's an Amazon, she could probably and a, a blacksmith at that. I'm pretty sure she can just hold me up with one arm. And get healed by a brain. Because Will forgot that we're not all as powerful as he is.
Honest mistake.
It's fun.
Thankfully, our air druid caught it. So Tong dies, it's Tooth's fault.
Mm. Yep. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Um, Yeah,
Now,
that is easy enough.
did she not actually make it back to her little hidey hole? Because in my notes, it was just that she had a moment where her heart kind of stops and she panics and then realizes that she needs to move. But
She doesn't.
I don't remember us specifying whether or not she made it.
Yeah, we
It's not
stopped.
a problem of being able to make it. The problem is right now she is not in her fox form and does not fit in the hidey hole
Right.
and does not have time to turn into fox form to get into the
That's
hidey.
right.
Um, where would Gausha be hanging out? Okay. Okay, we're gonna start there because Gausha does have a link to her. He is going to be aware that something bad is happening. For you guys, as you're having your discussions and going through things and still trying to convince Udea to not use the sword,
No.
uh, Gausha starts to freak out. He is a magical owl, but he is still an owl, and so it's like, oh my gosh, my person, and he is like full blown panic mode that you see animals go into when something is not right.
I was gonna say, do I notice? I'm assuming yes, but
He's making quite the racket. Everyone's going to notice. This is not going to require any like um
insight or anything. Okay. Or
perceptions
perception.
or anything. It may require some insight because some of you may not be familiar with animal behavior.
I was gonna say I'm going to immediately clue in on what's going on with Gausha
Yes.
because I'm assuming I would understand.
Yes. And you would have seen owls before, so you know how they're supposed to behave, and you've seen the way this one does behave, so it's like, something's going on.
Gausha, like I'll just kind of like I'll let go of Dea's arm and just kind of go forward towards Gausha, kind of comes out to try and be helpful and calm him. Gausha, what's going on? What can we do? Okay. Um, we know which direction she went. Do you have any idea of what might be wrong? I'm afraid to ask.
So, because of his connection, he can feel like what she feels, and he's feeling her panic, her terror, because this is something she's been afraid of for a long time.
Okay, that can't be good. Tong doesn't.
Gausha,
Tong
um,
doesn't.
roll me an insight for Gausha, because let's see if he recognizes the type of fear she is feeling at the moment. An insight? But no, 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 from
Oh,
you. I
the
need
insight for
Gausha.
Gausha.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you to tell if you can tell what kind of fear Tong is feeling.
Can he express to the others what it is she is feeling? Because he's been with her so long, and it's over a 10, I'm gonna say yes. He absolutely recognizes this as a fire fear.
not just a fear, it's a phobia.
Ah, god damn it.
Okay. Okay, how do we go rescue Tooth and Tongue then?
Well, there's
We need
only
to
one
act bug.
there's only one way to do it.
Not
Windwalk.
consciously?
Igraine is immediately looking at Gorlos, just like, weren't you just telling me that there was some sort of prophecy about, I don't know, you dying? I don't think you're windwalking over there. I don't want anything to happen to them either, but they're resourceful. And I'm sorry, but you are a leader of a land. And you have children, they don't.
I'd be terrified to find if Tooth did have children.
Me too. I mean, Tongue.
Look, Igraine, I am the only one who can get them there fast enough. I'm not saying that I join in the fight, but I have to be the one to get them there. There's no other wind druids in the area. There's no way they can make it there that fast. Not unless we have deific intervention, and I doubt that. But he will glance over at Erden, who seems to get a lot of that.
Bring up over Aaron.
Like, right? There's not going to be
Yeah,
the
Ern's looking really concentrated. It's like, she said she wasn't gonna purposefully interfere anymore, and unless Thunderclap is able to actually live up to his name like he's bragged, I don't think I'm gonna get there anytime soon.
You convince Thunderclap to pull a horse cart. You might be able to convince him to win that race. But at the same time, I don't want to chance Tongue and Tooth's lives on it. I don't want to take Orlois in to there either, but I don't.
Can we even be there in time to make a difference?
Gotcha. How's she doing?
Oh.
And now we go back to the
You know what?
army.
Gotcha. Give me a perception. It's a weird perception because this is like a feely perception rather than a sight or hearing or smell. But let's go with yep, yep. Because this is that sixth sense.
Does Gauchier see dead people?
Perfect.
No, he does not.
Um, the panic has stopped. He's feeling tingly. He's not sure what that means.
Um, anyone more in tune with what that might mean?
And we're gonna hop over to talking right now. While you guys are all in a panic, yeah, your friends might die. Tooth, because it's Tooth, and because it's my dice, Tooth got a nat 20. He manages to find a hole and just because he's a teeny tiny little leprechaun and can just pop into a rabbit hole and be fine. And he's sitting there going, well, damn. All right. This is exciting and also terrifying. Hung, you are well aware that you cannot dodge this fire. You're also well aware that you cannot fit in your hidey hole right now. What is going through your mind? Oh, okay. Um, so, who got lucky? Hang on a minute. Oh,
I'm just imagining like bullet time, like Tonks seeing the fire, turning while the spell book quickly flips to Misty Step.
like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do that.
Honestly, my first thought when the fire was getting too big was the scene in Die Hard when he throws the bomb down the elevator shaft and goes, oh, it's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I was half expecting her to try and time the Misty Step to pass through the flame. This makes more sense. But my head also just has this like wave of fire that's like in a wall coming out, but I don't know if that's actually how it looks. That's just how my head sees it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a wall. I'm not.
And besides, with Tong's fear, even though she's not paralyzed by it, would probably focus on it anyways. So
Oh dear, that sounded like a lot of dice.
It might have been 10 dice.
I don't think that's as many as you threw at us early last
good
session, so it's getting better, guys. A little bit.
Okay. Because she was able to Misty Step, she won't take all of it. Okay. She will take 20 points of fire damage.
Yay!
yay!
She's a bit singed. She'll make it.
Long live.
Another PC escaped your clutches yet again.
No, it's okay.
I don't like her, but... Kill? I never meant to kill. Just maim or seriously injure.
Remind me again what that's from, because I
Harry Potter.
Thank you.
7th book.
Thank you. Got it.
Actually, also the second, I think.
The second one, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Technically, the line's only given in the second book, but it is repeated in the 7th movie.
Gotcha.
Which is a hilarious callback.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, when they were filming the second movie, the actor who plays Lucius Malfoy, Jason Isaacs, I think.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have anybody like playing like anything playing Dobby. There was all going to be CGI'd in afterwards, and so as he's like kicking him down the stairs and stuff like that, and he has to because the director's like, yeah, just act like what you would do in interacting with Dobby. And he had to explain what he was doing to the director. It's like, yeah, I kick him down the stairs and then I make sure that he can't get up by putting my staff down. And it's like, to just act that out without anything there would be interesting. Sorry, tangent. Back to Tong being alive.
Though I will say my favorite thing about Jason Isaacs is that he is the voice of General Zhao in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Nope. So he killed the moon spirit. What a douche.
And he got killed. So.
Yep. I mean, he deserved it. What can we say?
Yeah.
He was so much worse than Lucius.
He also burned a library. I mean, that right there.
He would fit right in with that one group I was in.
Yeah.
Except we didn't do it on purpose. It kept happening. I need you guys to burn a library for me. On accident.
Over all our dead bodies.
Well, except maybe your left.
Like, I can't deal with you people anymore.
No.
Yeah, I don't intend to.
You will hear the army charging forward. They're looking for whoever was causing the issues. They didn't see you guys to start off. You could still feel the heat of the fire. She's still burning things to try and get at whoever was setting fire to the army. And then Tong, as you're hiding in your space, your little hole, you feel a cold, wet something touch your hand from behind.
Meticulously takes notes.
Write that down.
Nothing like being in a dark hole and then being touched by something cold and wet. It is a pig. It just kind of snorts, and then it turns back down the hole, which seems to have gotten bigger somehow. And it starts squealing down the hole. And you can hear someone moving down there, or something, you're not entirely sure. But it's big. And it sounds like hooves. There may be a bigger pig down there. Hmm. The pig is still squealing excitedly. It comes back over, sees you're still there, and it's like makes a noise, grunting noises at you, and then keeps going. Like, it seems like the pig wants you to follow it. Excellent. The pig leads you out of the back end of the hole into a forest. But as you look around, it's not the same forest. It's a different forest. This does appear to be the other world. And as you're coming out into the sunshine, you suddenly hear Tooth go, "Woo! We made it! You'll never guess who showed up!" I can't believe you thought we were gonna die. We got this. Look, I am not singed at all. Thank you very much. Okay, she might be, but I'm fine. Emerald will look up at you, and she's like, "Okay, I can find a different one. Let's go to the beach." She'll just like trot off.
I just love your little movements for Emerald, and I'm just like, she's just this happy little prancing pig.
Yeah. Sometimes she can be a little bit clueless, but you know what? That's what makes her great. That's what makes animals great. Sometimes they just don't get it.
And that's one of the reasons we love them.
I mean, look, he's just flopped on the floor. What's not to love about that?
I look at him stretch out like that. I'm like, I want to touch the belly, and I know he does not want that, but I want the belly.
The claws will come out. He'll let you touch his belly when he is like out cold.
Gotcha. So we have to knock him unconscious.
Yes.
Anybody got a tiny mallet?
But you know who does let you rub their belly? Tough.
I don't think he ever was able to figure out he might have had a choice in the matter, because he didn't.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the rest of you. Yasha's getting all kinds of emotions thrown at him, and he is all sorts of baffled. He's not sure what's going on anymore. There's still an amount of fear, but
Mild indigestion.
I'm gonna say no. He was getting a whole bunch of emotions, and then he gets cut off. Because it is on another plane of existence, he's lost all connection to her.
What can that mean?
Like suddenly, or
just like lowering her arms. It's like, and what all can that mean?
I will say, Gausha, yes, it was very sudden. Just that doesn't bode well.
But what does that mean?
but it doesn't not bode well.
A sudden severing of magic is never a good sign, Erden.
Technically, it's just as. Is it a severing of magic? Or is it just a severing of consciousness?
He's a familiar, it is a magic thing.
Yeah, 2 months.
It is a magic thing.
Did I just realize?
What?
I think it was taken from his mom too early. That's why it does this.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't weaned totally. So then it's
Braxton,
not
could you mute
mentally
yourself?
stable. Yeah, I think it's the reason that Doug,
Braxton,
I think we got Doug too early. They told us that it was whatever. You're probably online.
Yep.
But all of a sudden that just hit me. I think that, yeah. Like,
shut up.
Sorry about that.
There's a mute button.
Wait, could you guys hear all that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We could,
I'm
and I
sorry.
could not hear what Arthur was saying because I could only hear your dad.
Sorry, I did not realize you guys could hear that.
Yeah.
Not about
Someone comes in. Mute. Thanks. There you go. So I assume that's going to Brina. Okay.
You have
Several-
mail.
You've got me.
For everybody else, Brina just looks really confused for a second. It's like,
I imagine there's a rush of emotion going through her face now.
yeah, Brina's face is a very mixed bag of emotions right now, and honestly, Brina's rather expressive. She's like me, facially very expressive. I don't hide emotions well. So Brina probably's not hiding emotions very well at this moment either, where it's just like shock, relief, a little bit of anger, and frustration. But then back to relief, and it's like, okay, fine. Gasha, your lady is safe. Tooth and Tongue are both safe, and they're on their way back to us. Rada has them.
Well, there you go. See, it was nothing to worry about.
And how are we supposed to know that Rada was just gonna show up? Didn't you say
Exactly.
she ran off?
Yes, she did.
Be handy to have a
Sure.
backpack.
She also has the god of roads on her side. Frankly, he can make a road from anywhere to anywhere, I'd bet.
Like, Brina's like chiming in with, is this a Grain or Gorlois that's talking?
Gorlois.
Okay. As Brina's chiming in like she did as far as Pong running off or Rada running off, this might be one of the angriest you've seen her at. Like all of the stress of just what was going on, compounded with all of a sudden Rada popping up back again out of nowhere after she didn't say goodbye, and it's like,
Oh, I'm gonna have some words with you when you show up.
so
Okay,
for
Brina.
once, Brina actually looks angry. Like
What?
this is a very, very rare occurrence. Brina doesn't normally get this angry to where you actually can see it.
Rada has lost lots of good faith.
Well, I guess they're on their way. We don't know how long it's gonna be, so I guess we just keep doing what we're doing.
Sounds good.
However, now we know that that damn goddess is with them, and we are. We are so screwed. Any ideas, Will? Will? And now he's running off. Great. Cool.
I know somebody took the sword away. I think it was Gorlois. But
Yes, Gorlois has the sword. He's still got it in his hand. He hasn't put it down.
My goodness, Willow's gang is bad as Emerus.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Okay, well, hang on. And he'll like whisper something in Druidic, and you'll just kind of feel this breeze blow by, and he's obviously sending a message trying to figure out where the heck he went. Alright. So we've got an exploding sword.
Emmer's
Let-
here, right?
Huh?
Emmer's
Yeah.
here.
Emmer's here.
Yes. Yep.
Last time I encountered the lady, I attempted to run interference. We were lucky to be intervened for. That wouldn't stop me again, but
Yeah. Don't say that out loud in front of your wife.
Besides, I'd be better at it.
true.
Brina just
I feel I have some amount of a duty to
Baking shows how much you
the other world in its place.
Brina's just gonna like mildly glare at the both of you. Not say anything, just mildly glare at the both of you because she gets it. Doesn't make her happy, but she gets it.
If nothing else, we should immediately begin to draw plans for some sort of interference. But a direct confrontation is not far from the first, the last resort.
We're gonna need to counteract her effects. That being said, that depends if she stays, if it's just her, or if her counterparts are coming along, because she's part of the triple goddess.
Is this something I can't remember if this is something that we have discussed about her before that Brina would know or not. Part of me wants to say that we have, but I can't remember.
I mean,
If
I know
we did, it was a
talked about
more
it little bit.
top-down view.
Emor picked up an amulet of the triple goddess a while back, but it didn't end up really going that direction.
I don't think it has been something openly discussed.
Wait,
Amror and Erden would be aware of the triple goddess.
does this mean that there's 3 of them?
Oh, you wouldn't know about the, yes, sort of. There's,
Possibly.
So we have not only one chaos goddess angry at us, but 3?
no. There's
Hmm.
one chaos goddess. She has 2 other, there's like 3 parts of a whole. She has 2 sisters, one who is a war goddess, and one who is a goddess of, like, disease.
But I thought that the Lady of the Lake was her sister.
She has lots of sisters. The Lady of the Lake is her twin, her equal and opposite. These other 2 are... I don't know if I know how to explain our culture to you in such a way that it'll make sense.
Parts of her?
It's kind of like the Christian God. He's got 3 faces, right? There's like the Father, the Son, and the Spirit thing going on. It's kind of like that.
That is how most people interpret that.
Doesn't sound confusing at all.
3 people in.
It's only confusing to the non-believers. If anyone were to insight check him, he is totally pulling that out of his butt right now.
Then
So 3 in 1, potentially? But not always?
They are 3 separate goddesses, but they are united in wreaking havoc.
So we could have not only fiery chaos goddess, but her sisters war and pestilence?
Basically.
yeah,
The likelihood that pestilence comes along is not high. Bridget, on the other hand, Bridget might come. And that could be a problem.
That's such a pretty name, but why is such a pretty name attached to somebody that's obviously very scary?
Wait, I thought war, pestilence, and death were supposed to be our job.
Yeah, they were.
Well, when we thought that it was just Romans, but clearly they have some magic backing them up, they may not be as terrified of the magic as we thought. We may have to go straight up this devil. What was his name? Satan? What is he?
I think
It's
that
pronounced Satine, right?
Sat? Luscious?
no, I don't think it's that.
You, Christian. What is your bad guy's name?
Well, his name is Cobalt.
Oh, there was no sound.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally must turn the push to talk button on. He is known as Lucifer.
And for Lois, his name is Cobalt.
Yes, I am Cobalt, not Lucifer.
Well, no, we just called you human.
I called him Christian because he is our Christian.
Yeah, Christian.
I know his name. I was just saying. Let's see, oh, why does he know that? Okay, it doesn't Lucifer mean like morning star or something? Why would your bad guy be named after a morning star?
Why are there all these interestingly cool names attached to bad guys?
Because you gotta make them sound awesome. I don't know.
Epic Legends without an epic movie.
Out of character because he's extra and he has to be.
Extra and he has to be.
Extra.
Well, he is most often known as the Fallen One or the First Fallen. The one who the Lord cast out, so it is his duty to present himself as one who is desirable in order to tempt those around him.
Yes, that explains a few things.
Yes, he is also sometimes called the Father of Lies.
So if he's supposed to be desirable, why is he always depicted with red skin and wings and horns? If I was gonna go with something desirable, I think I'd go with a big, a busty woman.
Well, the artist attempts to depict him as who he truly is, not as what he presents himself.
We're going to smack him on that.
At the same time, he is trying very hard to find a valid argument against that, and he's got nothing. He's got, it's this, oh, this or that, but he's also like, you got a point.
One of those things where you're sitting there going, like, look, I don't know. I don't find him desirable, so I have no idea what he does.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for Lewis's comment on the form of Lucifer, Brina's just gonna like, kind of that expression on her face, just kind of like.
Yeah, Igraine just like smacks him with a backhand, like, really? Well, I'm just
And
saying.
again, I don't think he got the message.
The dad's probably given the one eyebrow raised, like,
Like,
leave me alone.
okay. So we may not be able to use magic to scare them, but we can still use it against them. We just need. We probably need more water magic. And Igraine, and he glances over to Igraine and she goes, "Oh, you need a water druid. You mean like me?" And he's like, no, not you. We will find someone else to do water magic. Erdin, you can make water."
What? Like, super inconsistent?
Experienced water druid now?
No.
We're gonna have to do some training with Igraine and get a little more consistent then. Because she is not going to battle.
Ern will actually look at her and he's like, You're gonna let him talk to you like that?
I mean, yeah, actually, in this case, I am. I've got a baby. Still recovering from that.
It's
And I'm
kind of an
healing.
intense experience.
Besides, we're gonna have both of our leaders out at the fight. What if something happens to both of us? And then the next leader is going to be 4, 5, 6. How old is he? He's still a
You
child.
can remember your kid's age anymore.
You just
A
remember
baby.
anything. You can't remember age. You can't remember name.
That is the most accurate parent thing I've ever seen.
I can't tell you how many times my mom's looked at me and gone, "How old are you?" And I'm like,
At the loss of the leadership thing, Kobolds is just nodding along very knowingly, like, yes, I've seen this before.
I can definitely train him up, but one mediocre water druid is not gonna cut it.
I can make my armor resist fire instead of physical attacks.
That would be helpful for you at least.
Can you do that for other armor?
I can do it for one person. It doesn't have to be mine, but for permanent effect. I could do it for another person for like an hour.
Huh. We will shelf that for now. we will return. Okay.
We can't know if the goddess is going to be with them on the day of battle. So, can we even be sure that using fire is going to be effective?
Or using water, you mean?
No, I mean her using her domain of fire to literally curve it away from the battlefield itself.
We're on a ley line, and trust me, if it works for us, it works for a deity. Like tenfold.
So unless we're gonna get some deities of our own.
Could, yeah, potentially be an issue. I mean, the only non-deity that I can think of who would have any sort of chance would be Emrys. But who knows where in the 9 hells he is. I know Will try, but Will is nowhere near as powerful as Emrys, no matter what he tries. Now, you said your goddess wouldn't interfere, but you've had some, like, talks with the Lady of the Lake, yeah?
No, she was the one who was pissed off that she kept interfering in whatever was happening with me.
I tried. I could potentially whip up enough wind to suffocate the fire. Be more useful if I had other wind druids with me. Can any of our other magic users who are not druids use wind magic of any kind? And I'm asking while half of them are not here.
Might have something. Tooth is too new with magic unless he pulls something out of his bag, which I couldn't even imagine what that is at that point. I don't know. Can we go in the opposite direction? Is there a way we can just remove magic from the equation on the battlefield at all? Maybe so that nobody can use it?
Ley lines explode.
No, I don't think so.
I certainly don't want to find out if they can.
Can a magnet explode? I really hope not. This could be detrimental to the entire planet. Hey, I exploded the ley lines. I hope you guys are ready for solar flares.
We could go get one. Well, I couldn't figure out how to capture one of those things. Those magic eater things. Those were pretty scary.
Carlos is just looking at her. What? What are you talking about?
Actually, that might be out. That might be good.
We went to the Grecian homeland in the
Vernacia.
Thernakia. It was a waste, and we came across an elemental that ate magic. I tried to trap it in a stone box.
It didn't work.
It did not work.
That didn't go very well.
I did not know there were things that could eat magic.
I wanted to throw. If I see another one, I want to throw a wild magic crystal at it.
No, we're not doing that. You might as well blow up the ley line at that point for how much disaster that would be. Did we not go through with this, the wild magic storm, and you throwing magic at it?
Don't you remember what happened when you threw it? When you tried to use it with the Fisher King? Or
We could throw the necromancy crystal at it.
I'm sorry, you have a necromancy crystal?
I think
No,
Shoot
it's a
still has it.
mind-reading crystal that was altered by necromantic magic.
I tried to use the wild magic crystal on the necromantically altered king. It didn't work. And I lost my memories for a while.
yeah.
I don't know why Tooth picked it up or why he still has it.
I just have this picture in my mind of Amror just in the background listening to this, just like pinching the bridge of his nose, like.
I leave my
A little bit of like Samoa. This is what happens when I leave Samoa.
Right, it's like what?
Ern's having a similar reaction just talking about some of this.
I was there for this, and I still just can't wrap my head around it.
You kept a souvenir from Chernobyl? Even after being told it was radioactive?
A little radiation's good for you.
No, it's not.
Actually, yes, it is.
Okay, it's just little.
I was gonna say, technically, your body in and of itself is a little radioactive. Oh.
We need that UV.
That is true.
Just not a ton of it.
Just be the
We're a
right
little
balance.
bit radioactive, and in order for us to breathe, we cause little combustions in our lungs. We are a terrifying thing. Oh yeah,
Yes.
Braxton and I love reading them together. Okay.
Anyway, that's beside the point. Can we just like move? Can we like negate magic some in the area for like a day or two? Can we just like slide the ley line, I don't know, a couple miles out to sea for a bit? I don't know.
I don't think you
Interrupt
people
the ley
understand
line,
what a
maybe.
ley line
I
is.
don't really know how these things work yet.
Not at all.
Carlos is like, he's looking at her and like, I swear you sat in on these lessons with me.
No, I'm hoping that in the 10 years I've been missing, you guys figured out something.
No, it is physically part of the planet. We can't move it. You move it, the whole planet just rotates. And instead of moving the ley line, you go from spring to winter.
Well, that would be pretty helpful against a fire deity, don't you think?
Yes, until we need the crops come spring and fall. That no longer
In
happen.
fact, we haven't had time to. I mean, we just planted new crops.
So no, that would not be good.
Look, I'm
I think
spitballing.
this is another
It's
reason
not all gonna be gold.
on the ley line of the next Ramsey crystal. It was an option, but a very bad one.
I applaud you for understanding that again.
I mean, there's got to be.
Can
The
we run
thing
them
is
off?
that, like, I know there are anti-magic spells out there. I don't think they're a druid thing, though. I think that we'd have to talk to, like, wizards, sorcerers, warlocks, witches.
Do you think the Atlanteans have figured anything about moving large bodies of water since they were sunk?
I think if they had figured that out, they would no longer be sunk.
Will comes up at this point. He's fiddling with something in his hands. He just goes, Atlantis was sunk by a god. It's not like they did it.
And he can only leave if they accompany somebody else, so.
Alright.
But if we
So-
accompanied a large army of Atlanteans, yeah.
Will comes over. He's fiddling with something in his hands, and then
Pretty
Idea,
good idea.
you realize he's fiddling with like a massive chunk of metal. And as you're watching what this chunk of metal looks like, you realize this is like a massive piece of iron. He just kind of walks up to you and he goes, I heard you guys talking about anti-magic. He just like holds out this massive chunk of iron to you. We're talking like it would sit in his hands like a boulder. And he's
We
just
should
like,
do the fabricate arrowheads again,
I was like,
but better.
iron sucks up magic. I figure you can figure something out with this because I can't do anything with it. Because obviously it sucks my magic up. But you don't necessarily need magic in order to make this a magic item.
Wouldn't it be an anti-magic item?
Well, yes.
No, Cadmus and I were doing stuff with this. We had iron arrowheads, and we put enchantments on them, and it caused opposite enchantments to work. We put fabricate on an arrowhead, and it caused the armor to fall apart. It was terrifying and great all at the same time.
Well, in theory, if we were to melt this down, Idea, could you make an anti-magic ring out of it?
It sounds intriguing. I will start. And she's like, reference my sources. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Right? Yeah, sure. Because, I mean, right now, you've got a great source of heat who can melt your iron down. Alright, well, if you find something, let me know. Also, I was just coming around the corner, and, there was a pig running down the middle of the street,
Pig?
squealing. I feel like I've seen that pig before. Either that or I'm going crazy and I need to eat something.
No, you're probably not. I mean, you should still eat something.
I was
But...
gonna say, and like not even like a minute later, you start hearing this squealing, and then you see Everald come clopping in. So excited to see all of you.
I'm much happier to see the pig.
She comes running up. She nuzzles Erden. she she walks up to Idea and is just like squealing up at her.
And just saying hi. She's happy to see you.
And then she comes over to Brina and she's just like, Hi, friend.
Hi, Emerald. Great
I
to
find
see you.
other friends.
You found other friends. Good. Where are other friends?
They smell like smoke.
I'm sure they do. Are they okay?
Yes. They are on Rada.
Okay.
And a moment later, Rada will fall behind. She was not about to gallop after the pig. Like, oh,
Mhm.
I doubt anyone noticed. They were too busy trying to figure out how to move a ley line.
Yeah, do ley lines explode?
So wait, they can talk to pigs too?
Yes, they can.
Okay, just checking. This is too weird. I can't keep track of what's they can do and what they're just messing with me.
Did I?
Cobalt's gonna need to lie down after today.
Wait. Do you have her
And-
glamour?
I will also say Cobalt Everald is a wild boar from this island. So this would be, you see this pig coming in, you're like, oh, dinner. And that's, oh, everyone's friends with. Okay.
Quick question. Did I
He
overhear
would be
what
backing
Cobalt
up,
said
knowing
to her?
exactly how to.
Depends. Were you being subtle about whispering that, Cobalt?
He was trying to be. He would also be as backed as far away as possible while still able to whisper. Because he knows how
Okay.
dangerous a wild boar can be.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check to see if you can be quiet, and then you give me a perception to see if you can hear it.
Okay.
Super great. Well, that's a 10.
13.
You will hear him whispering then.
Cobalt, my people talk to all animals.
Okay. That is news.
Uh,
Not sure how to deal with that.
The boar will come over to you, Cobalt, and just be like, oh, who's this? And all you're hearing is, you know.
Several. This is Cobalt. He probably doesn't understand you, but he is a friend, and we'll try and convince him that you're a friend.
Nice boar, please don't gore me like you did Steven.
Ern literally has his hand on your back to stop you from going any further.
That's okay. It's not like Shiny Friend or I forgot the nickname I gave you, Dea. Yeah, she might have been Tall Friend.
I think she's Tall Friend.
Yeah. It's not like Shiny Friend or Tall Friend can understand me either.
Yeah, most can't.
I'm gonna call this one Shaky Friend.
Brina just
Not an
stares.
accurate.
Like, it's one of those times where it's like seeing Rada has been like Rada would have seen a whole bunch of emotions on Brina's face. Concern over the scar, but also some anger still. But like turning to Cobalt to explain Emerald to him. It's one of those like light things that actually kind of breaks through the bad mood kind of a thing where it's all of a sudden you laugh because it's funny. Like, okay, you call him that, Emerald. Cobalt, this is Emerald. She really is.
Emerald.
She really is quite sweet.
Everald will turn to Ron and be like, look, new friend! He shakes! Glad to see you all made it out okay. You should have seen it, guys! We blew up part of the army. It was great. Yeah.
What?
We threw fire at the army from both sides, and then they threw it back. But don't worry, we're okay. Yeah, but that's... both of us. I might have encouraged it more, but... she was on board.
Glad you're all in one piece.
We are. And we took out, like, 12,000 people, so... you know.
Well, oops.
Whatever. I don't know, you guys are huge. It looked like a lot. We were trying to see how far away they were and how many there were and who was in the army. Turns out it's mostly Romans. There are some Saxons in there, but it's mostly Romans. Oh, and that goddess who hates you, Erded.
Yeah, we gathered.
Gorlos will grab it. Looking at it, he gets his eyes get kind of wide. He's like, oh. Mainland Celts. This is like, damn it. There's mainland Celts. It means that Ors is having issues with his borders. Because the Golwal would never have sided with them. And they've got the closest shoreline to us outside of now I'm blanking on name, so we're just gonna say Spain.
Spaniard?
Yeah, I think it's España.
España is what it would be called in Spanish, but I thought we established that that country probably doesn't exist yet.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you. I was like, this isn't. Yes. Which means we've probably got Visigoths. On the bright side, we technically have a Visigoth on our side, so at least he'll know how to handle that. And he just like grins kind of sarcastically over at Amor.
Is it? Yeah. Explain it to me later.
I think it's even kind of surprising to Amror, because if I remember correctly, he's from a pretty random small corner of Spain.
He is.
Sorry about that.
He's got a little bit of a mix because he's right on the border with France, with Gaul. So he probably has a bit of both. But he's going to be a little bit more familiar with the
Catalan, right?
Yeah, he is Catalan. Yeah. But he would be very familiar with the Visigoths.
Kingdoms.
Yeah.
So I can copy the image and put it in our role play so people can look at it and
Good idea.
use it.
Appreciated. But he would be pretty familiar with the Visigoths and things about them. He would have been doing trade with them and all that.
It's probably ancient and magical.
Hello. You know, if you go under there and you lay down, I may accidentally kick you. Clearly care so much. Yes.
I'm sure after Amber was kind of a little confused and stunned, he's like, I mean, if it helps you sleep at night.
It helps you sleep at night. Like, I got a little bit, man. I'm by no means an expert. Okay. Oh, she did notice. Igraine is actually going to come down and sit next to her. And she's going to start humming. Full on mom mode. And she's kind of like rubbing her back very gently. There's a little bit of water being pulled out of the air as she's like basically using this as a sort of calming effect to kind of help her relax. She's using the water as basically it's in the opposite of fire. It's something cool. It brings life. All that kind of thing. Okay, so we've got Visigoths, we've got Saxon, we've got Romans, we've got a goddess. Okay.
Dad has a big hunk of iron.
And then yeah, it has a big hunk of iron.
And we have a third of an army, a couple Fae, an exploding sword, and a weird hunk of iron.
And the wisdom of Quetzalcoatl. Actually, I don't know if it's his or if he stole it from the library, but either way. Some magic god wrote it. I think it was Quetzalcoatl.
Canonically, it came from the library, but we don't know that.
Yeah.
Albus is snoring.
His snoring is hilarious and adorable.
It's a new thing. He's getting old and now he's snoring. Yeah. Boy, this sounds like the beginning of a really bad joke. A handful of Fae, a couple of druids, and half an army walk into a bar.
Tooth's bottle of wine.
What?
With
With
Tooth's
Tooth's
bottle of wine.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a big bottle of whiskey. I say, let's think on this. Let's take a break, eat some food, reconvene once we've upped the energy stores.
Food is always good.
Excellent idea.
What about the sword?
I'm gonna hold on to this.
Take care of that, Idea.
Just so you know, I don't think we finished testing it. It might be able to do more things.
Until you can hold it and poke other things without it exploding, then you can test other things. How about that?
You want it to do more?
Ideal
I mean, as long as the wielder isn't killed, yes.
Is it
It
Tong
was
or
3
Rada?
weeks.
I was gonna say, is that Tong or Rada speaking?
Rana.
I can't even say that it's my fault this time. I'm not even sure that what I did anything. But I think it did.
Only half your fault. The other half is Will.
This is great because Gorlois hasn't let go of it. He's been holding on to it for like an hour while you guys have been talking. He may have accidentally attuned to it.
Well, Cobalt is taking a step back because he doesn't know what hyperbole is, but he doesn't want to catch it.
I mean, what else could this sword possibly do?
Well, it was supposed to blind people. Yeah,
Blind?
it makes lots of light, and then it blinds people.
How exactly is it supposed to make a lot of light? What, am I supposed to just wave it at you? Starts like waving it back and forth.
And Cobalt leaves the room.
I mean, it's just magic. That's just the way it works. I mean, you'd be fine.
Yep. How is that supposed to activate?
Because I'm sitting here, like, as soon as he starts swinging around, it's like, I wouldn't recommend that, my lord.
Actually, it would be really
It
funny
just
as
is-
if the activation was thought, like, I want to blind people.
Yeah, it should be able to give off bright light for 30 feet with dim light for an additional 30, which can be extinguished as a bonus action. And it has 4 charges that can be used to blind an attacker until the end of the attacker's next turn, after being hit by an attack as a reaction. So it doesn't blind people until after they've been hit by, the exploding sword. This is
Gotcha.
unless the attacker saves a Constitution saving throw on the spell save. So nobody who has been hit with it yet, who have found out if they live to tell the tale, if it can blind people.
Okay.
Actually, with
Yeah.
Ern's eyes, I imagine that wouldn't
I guess
work.
you have to hit people with it first to do that, but
Erd is just like, what? Was something supposed to happen?
He's watching everyone else like, is
Right,
anything
it's-
happening?
I only go blind when it's dark. So what we need is Peruvian instant darkness powder, and then Erden is screwed.
And a few others.
Anyway, Gorlois will lead the way in for lunch and all that. As he's walking in, he does turn to you, Dan. He goes, "Look, we can test it after lunch."
exciting.
Igraine is going to try and coax Tong inside for food.
I was gonna say, that's what Igraine's doing.
Mm. I mean, she's already sitting with her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to where Igraine is and Tong are sitting next to each other and just kind of crouch down really quick in front of Tong, but like not too close because I don't want to crowd her, but I can make you some of my hot chocolate if you'd like. Yes, I get it.
I will offer this. will say, while she was doing that, she did give you back the rest of your health.
So, okay, I know Tong didn't say anything. Did Rada say anything as she came over to help Tong up?
Oh, let me just...
Because when Tong doesn't respond, I'll probably look to Igraine and knowing Igraine, she's probably just smiles at me and mentions that it's like, we'll try that later or something like that.
Igraine seems a little distracted. She's not really looking at anyone right now. She's in full, like, mom healer mode, and all of her attention is, like, completely focused on
Tong.
Tong. She might have rolled on that one to, like, note for anything, and hyper-focus.
Yeah. Well, and upon receiving no response from either of them, and Rada coming forward, I'll just head inside. And if you're wondering, no, Brina hasn't said a single thing to Rada.
Actually, while Brina's walking away, Ern will catch up to her.
But, player, out of character question, the letter that Brina wrote to Rada and gave to Tong, was that actually sent to Rada? Like, has Rada gotten that letter at all? Or has this all happened before that letter would have reached her? And that's perfectly fine. It's not that I'm looking for a response. It's more the understanding as a player if that Rada has received that letter at least, so that she understands where Brina's going.
I get it. I was kind of a jerk.
Half the party gives Rada the silent treatment.
This is like the Zuko Uncle Iroh scenario. I know I'm kind of in the wrong here, but we'll see what happens. Or I'm probably more like the gang than Zuko, because
Yeah.
you're gonna have to go on your own little adventures one-on-one with Rada to make everything alright.
Does
Dibs
that
on the
mean
top
individual
Zuko style.
sessions between all of us?
In which the thaumaturgy box is finally acquired.
Yeah, Ern will catch up to Brina while they're walking in and they say, so, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well are you holding in your anger?
Brina just, like, she'll shoot him a look, and it's a look that's like, you're really asking that?
Like, I thought so.
Look, let me know if you need help with anything, alright?
Thanks.
Okay.
I will say, at lunch, if Igraine has to, she will force feed Tong.
Adea, this is the last chance before Adea is going to be seriously tempted to focus on things other than eating. So get her now before she's wholly focused.
Oh, to get you to eat?
Yeah, right now Adea is perfectly okay to eat. Later on, somebody might need to check on her.
Or
You know,
Lewis.
A hunk of iron.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Gorlos, oblivious as ever, discuss. So, Lady Rada, were you able to accomplish what it was you needed to accomplish on your trip? Excellent, that was good timing. Grain. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. It's awful. Oh, oof. Of all people, Tooth will actually reach out and just kind of like, sorry.
I was gonna say Amor is probably along the same lines. It sounds like a noble journey, but one that leaves a lasting mark.
Brina's not saying anything, but you can see her shoulders just kind of slumping, and she's just focused on her plate.
I'm sorry, Rada.
You don't say. Do any of them know how to make anti-magic shells? We'll talk. After this conversation, we'll drift to more lunch-appropriate topics. Silly things. Reports around the castle, the village, all that. Reports down by the docks. How they're expecting A lot of rain this year. Shocker. Rain in Britain? Unheard of.
Henry's probably doing his best to stay involved while everybody is here, but he's probably slightly distracted. He's already trying to think of ways that he might be able to help with the incoming army.
Did you hurt your foot?
A few weeks ago, yeah. It's probably not going to get permanently better. It's a lot better than it was, though.
He's broken.
My joints are a complete disaster, which probably started 2.5 years ago, and they just keep going downhill. So
You're gonna be an arthritic little man, aren't you?
the crazy part is I've got the chronic pain without the arthritis.
And pain medication does nothing.
Oh,
Fun
I found
times.
that my jaw's in the early stages of arthritis now, so that's great.
you're not old enough to be having these problems.
I
Thank
agree.
you.
That's just my life now.
That's okay. Everyone's got something that's broken.
Yep. And Ern throughout lunch is like, first he's eating slowly, kind of like trying to figure out anything to help with the fight, and then after hearing Ra's stuff, he kind of stops eating. Like he'll listen into everything, but he's not engaging.
As lunch draws to a close, Igraine, seeing that Tong's doing better and also in good hands, she's gonna go check on her children and make sure that their governess has not been run out. Because Kador is a bit of a handful. I assume that Idea is going to immediately start figuring out what to do with that iron.
But yeah, but Gorlois has also slightly distracted her because he said we could test the sword out more.
That's true. He did promise that. You may have to remind him he is a father of 3 and forgetful.
That won't take very long. Once Zendaya gets the impression that dinner's kind of lunch is coming to a natural close, she's like, "All right, the sword, we're gonna go test it out."
Okay. Like, he's had this thing like strapped to his hip so that like no one can touch it, because he's like, the moment it moved, he would know.
Uh-huh.
All right, go test the sword. He'll stand up and head out. Anyone who wants to witness this is allowed to come along. He's not going to stop anyone. Will is intrigued. Will go.
Ern's heading outside, but for a very different reason, so any viewing would be coincidental.
I'm actually heading down to the kitchen because I know Tong didn't say anything, but I want to at least make her a hot chocolate just to help if I can.
Okay.
But I'm also going to make a mug for Rada. I might not say anything, but I want to make one.
Okay. Easy enough. Alright. Cobalt, what are you doing?
Cobalt is going to be searching around trying to find any information about what is going on with this new sword, where all this is coming from. Because he's a little freaked out by the whole thing.
Okay. He can try. I don't know that he's going to find the information he wants.
I don't expect he will.
Okay. Rena, it will be easy enough for you to get the chocolates done. They know you in the kitchen by this point.
Yeah, I'll say hi to Nessa and
Yeah,
assuming Nessa's there.
you'll probably be done faster than anyone else with their things, so you were able to get those hot chocolates made and brought back up. I assume that Tong and Rada have not moved.
I was gonna say, moving forward, I'll put one mug in front of Tong, just kind of quietly saying, it's like, I asked if you wanted one earlier. I don't know if you did or not, but I thought I would make you one. It always makes me feel better. And then she'll just kind of like glance at Rada and just kind of hold the mug out to her. Like, just, yeah.
I'm angry for you at the same time.
So passive.
Like, Brina just kind of like looks kind of around at the table and kind of like fusses with like a thread or something on her dress and just kind of like leaves because she doesn't know what to do yet.
I'm still indecisive. Okay, Cobalt. I need an investigate.
That is a dirty 20.
I was gonna say at disadvantage.
Okay.
You're so proud of yourself.
And that's a 6.
It's weird. There doesn't really seem to be much in their library about magic.
Yeah, he just gets distracted by literally anything he can find to read at that point, probably.
They seem to have mostly a genealogy of the dukes of this palace. There's basically a farmer's almanac in there.
That sounds about right.
Those kinds of things, so nothing terribly exciting.
Does the genealogy cover any of the lower nobles in the same kingdom?
Yes. Any nobility in the area? Anyone worth mentioning?
Okay.
Look how old that book is.
It's old.
He is going to attempt to memorize a dozen names, close the book proudly, and forget all of them by the time he walks out of the room.
Excellent. Okay. Erdo, what were you doing outside?
He is going to find the bucket from yesterday and try and get better at creating water.
All right. The bucket is still where you left it.
Dump out any water that's remaining and start practicing.
Excellent. We'll have to make some rolls. We'll get to that because the focus will be on that. It's probably going to take you as long to get through that as it is to test this sword. So I guess we're gonna test the sword.
I'm still here.
I was like, except you did, just walked off.
No, I was just getting uncomfortable on the couch, so I was like, I'm gonna go walk and do something. But I'm here to do stuff.
Alright, so Gorlo is still holding the sword. Will gets one of the test dummies and kind of patches it up a little bit. And,
The only one that's left.
yep, it's smoking a little bit, but doesn't seem to have caught fire or anything. And Gorlos is like, so what? I just attack the dummy and something's supposed to happen
There's a few
aside from
things.
it exploding.
There's a few things I'm aware of that are supposed to happen. I mean, the sword should be easier to wield and more damaging. It's kind of hard to test if it's more damaging at this point. You should be able to create light from it.
He's just like, okay, I assume there's some way to activate it. Alright, let's just, I guess, give her a swing, and I'll, like, swing. He gets a nat 17, so he's gonna just, like, lob the head off this thing.
It didn't explode?
It, no, it's going to. I mean, he hit, so there's definitely going to be fire coming out of this thing. And then...
Everybody is warned to back off before we smack it.
Okay. Y'all, so I take it because she knows y'all move outside of the 30 feet.
And when you hit something with it, you should be able to blind the target, but
Well, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you were warned to get out of the way. Okay. So he does.
Flash of light, yeah.
Yeah. So there's the explosion from the fire, but there's also, like, you know those strobe lights? There's a flash like that comes out and just. Right? Erden, you will be able to see this flash just in the distance go on as you're trying to practice. Like, there's no missing this.
Whoa.
Broad daylight.
That's how bright it is.
Yeah. Now, remember, we are on a ley line, my friends. So, I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
does,
yeah.
So does Will.
I'm also just kind of curious because I'm like, I know it has a save on it.
For a brief moment,
That is a con.
the sun was outshined by the.
Usually with blinding, it's a con save, yeah.
Yeah. I got a 12.
I was gonna say, what is your spell save? Because you're the one who made this part.
Yep. My natural spell save is a 16.
I was gonna say, sweetheart, if you cannot handle the items that you create and the effects that you give them, you are not allowed to make magical items anymore.
This is a common occurrence in daily life. I was gonna say, I remember you doubled either the base or just the modifier. I don't remember which, but
Modifier. Did nobody be able to save?
yeah. So that makes the save DC a 22.
22. Yeah, both you and Will are blinded. There's like a just son of a from Will.
It's actually really effective.
And actually, because you couldn't see it, Erden, you also can hear a bunch of other people just going, ah! Because we're on a ley line. getting blinded by this thing because they're peasants and they don't have much of a save. You, however, it's like everything is lit up tenfold, and it's like being able to see like more than 2020. Like, whoa, that was great. What just happened?
Like you've been living your entire life in 1080 and suddenly it's 8K.
Yeah,
Like, whoa, details.
Why can I see the bones in my hand through my closed eyes?
Whoa.
Damn it, Denmark.
Suddenly, Airden needs to acquire this sword.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
No. No.
Will's just like, okay, how long is this blindness supposed to last?
um, until the end of the attacker's next turn, so probably 5 or 6 seconds.
Yep. So, 5 or 6 seconds. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm starting to see the circles.
Fading away from black.
Oh. Yeah. Wow.
It's
Well,
an area effect now.
yeah,
That's the
that's
third thing it does. It blinds attackers. But you could also just use it as a torch.
yeah, that's effective. Of course. Oh. All right.
So if you need both a ridiculous dex save and a ridiculous con save to be able to effectively combat this thing, exactly who can? A dex barbarian, maybe? A dex fighter.
All right. I was thinking. Oh,
Not me.
Oh. I dumped cons, so not me. It is a save that I have, so it's a +3 instead of 0, but that was not enough.
Save of 22.
I also don't have any dex. My +1 dex will not save me from whatever the heck Will put on it.
If Ern didn't have just full-on negation, I would have to roll a nat 20 to not be blinded by that. Oh, that's also excluding aura. With aura, that's 15.
Would you be able to make something like this again? On a different weapon?
How about a rock?
I got a rock.
I can only keep 3 of these going at once. That I was saving my third one for that.
Corliss is going, what are the other two?
But one of them is on my armor to keep me safe, and the other one is on Airden's sword.
Gotcha.
And I
Okay.
think they all have to be different, but I'm not 100% sure of that.
I'm still learning.
Yes. But I don't think I can. I can replicate pieces of it, but not all of it.
Now, I know you were saying something about an anti-magic ring. Would we be able to make, like, anti-magic weapons that could, like, suck up magic being used around them?
I don't see why not. Like I said, we did this with Cadmus and I did this with arrowheads for the last battle.
Because it'd be nice to have it a little more spread out. depending on where people are coming from and who might have magic. We have that kind of weapon spread out. We might have a better chance of stopping spells. Almost like a lightning rod.
Is the army already equipped in iron here?
Yes, but it's more of because it's turned into iron, it's more of a defensive. It'll repel magic, so it's like magic resistance.
Uh-huh. I mean, Adea definitely intends to use all the techniques at her disposal to draw out the properties of the iron to make true anti-magic, or as close as she can get it, but...
You gotta make this the purest iron you've ever made.
It's
Not
funny
sure
because
if this
a
would
moment
count.
ago for the sword, we were trying to get the iron basically as alloyed as possible without taking away its natural strength.
Yup.
Not sure if this would count in regards to this, but if the block of iron needs to be set at certain distances, could you, say, make a bunch of pure iron arrowheads to scatter throughout the battlefield to...
Good point. You could even have the archers shoot them off to start.
Yeah, maybe tone
They're
down what's
creating
going on.
anti-magic field, and it wouldn't even be obvious.
Basically, you're trying to make a Faraday cage, in a way.
Exactly.
Magic Faraday cage.
And anybody who gets out of the Faraday cage gets hit by the sword.
Yeah.
That could work too. And we could just melt down Cobalt too. He should be magnetic. Just like that, roll a new character. No.
Is he a Warforged?
Yeah, it turns out you're a Warforged all along.
Yeah, meat, metal, what's the difference?
And he must be from the future. I didn't think they had invented AI yet.
One of my favorite characters I ever played was a Warforged named Nor Man, looking for his brother Hugh Man.
Okay. With that, I think we're actually going to end. Just because it's after 10.
Makes sense.
And I do still have to work tomorrow. Thankfully, there's no birthday parties or anything wild like that, so it should be an easy day. Come on. Still. I must
Okay,
sleep.
start researching the anti-magic properties of iron and how to use them to their fullest effect next time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Hopefully aided with her knowledge she gained from messing around with all that iron stuff we created with Cadmus.
Yes.
And she lived to tell the tale.
With not some amount of intervention.
She might be the only person who gets to say that in all of history.
I built a violently destructive sword, and all I got was this crappy t-shirt.
True, they took it away from her. Her baby.
No.
Fair enough. A plan is coming together. I was looking and I realized that Adea does have a way to let other people survive. But it's kind of dangerous. Adea has warding bond, so she could give someone +1 to AC and resistance to all damage. But also anybody who did take damage from that would cause the same amount of damage to Adea. And when Adea goes down,